All right, guys. Today we're talking about the J bar, and J, taken for its shape, is the shape of the J. And this device is many of you ask questions about that when you get the kit. You're like, what is that thing? Some of you look a little scared, and many of you asked since you've had the kit what it's used for. So interestingly enough, this weekend I ended up using my JR bar quite a bit. So it's appropriate for us to be talking about it a little bit more today. But there's a lot of uses for this thing, and you'll notice the different bumps at different areas on here. Now, if you obviously have access to your MoveWell website, which goes through all of the equipment in your MoveWell kit, including the J bar, but I thought we'd just discuss it here inside Beyond Mobility today. And one of the features for this double bar here in particular, which I love, is this goes, right behind your neck, right? This can be used here. It could be actually used on your spine where those two bumps are, and those two bumps are just perfectly positioned to be on the paraspinal muscles, or the muscles that are right on either side of the bones of your back. So you can do some pin and stretching even with the J bar. Find some of those tight muscles that are back there coming up all the way, and just notice the pressure is put on by you. So here as well, I can get on my neck that way. So there's two bumps there. Also, this works really well, just like the neck trigger point device. Moisturizer is very helpful. So for example, some of the muscles that I find that get into my traps. Now, the trigger point device is really good. It gets down to a certain point. I'll spin those two knobs to get penetration down into the traps as well. But really, when you really want to start working the trap on out to the shoulder area or some of these areas back here, J bar works perfect. So what you want to be able to do is hook and just kind of pin some of that muscle tissue. And it's one of these things that in every piece of equipment in the kit and these balls, the more time you spend with this, and I'm going to just encourage you guys, every night take some things out. Every night start working on your mobility. Just take the time. And what you work on is up to you, but make it part of a ritual in your day where you're spending 5 or 10 minutes with some of these equipment. Because you're going to be able to, the questions you have, you're going to answer on your own the more you start to do this. So what I want to do here is with this muscle is pin and stretch it. I want to start working these muscles that are in here. A lot of you that work on a computer, you work all day looking down on a phone, this text neck issue, the forward head posture puts tension on the muscles here. So this is a great thing to do. I'll go in and use my neck trigger point device. I'll foam roll my thoracics. And then before I go on the wedge, I might want to work some of these trap muscles. So by coming down with the hook, we've got some handles on here. I can kind of shorten the muscle by contracting to the side, pin for any adhesions or tight muscle in there. And then what I'll do is I'll slowly release it on out to the side, right? So I'm pinning, or I'm pressing and putting pressure on the tight area, and this not allowing it to slip through. As I lengthen the muscle, this knob here is putting enough pressure to start to pin and kind of break up along the fibers of the trap, okay? I can do that on both sides, right? Do that on both sides. Now I can pretty much get on shoulder muscles this way. If I want to hook the muscles back here, I can work on muscles that way. There's two different hooks that have two different shapes on them. You can work on those. This is a kind of a straight line. Sometimes I'll get on my subscap muscle. So it's really, being able to pin with an object on soft tissue and then bring yourself through the range of motion, freeing up, getting some circulation, breaking up connective tissue, scar tissue, freeing up some fascia, getting some mobility. That's what all this stuff is for. So don't be afraid of this thing, okay? Don't be afraid of anything in the kit. And if you are afraid or you're concerned, you have a question, that's what you do. Drop a question in here. We'll create a video. We'll have discussions about these pieces of equipment and how you can use them to increase the mobility in your body, okay? So I hope you're having a great time. You're taking some time out, trying some of these things, whether it's specific to something you might be dealing or managing, or it's just for, you want to free up some ranges of motion for some performance. You're going to do something tomorrow. Maybe it's a run. Maybe it's a particular way of lifting or exercises that you want to make sure you manage your business before you go and perform. So the idea is getting that mobility and get in tune with yourself, get in touch with yourself, right? That's what self-care is really all about. If you have any concerns, you find some tenderness, you find some things that don't feel quite right, you ask your healthcare professional. And that's really what this is all about. Things you can do at home. If you get stuck, ask here. If you need a chiropractor, you need a physical therapist, reach out to me. If I can help you find somebody, I know thousands of chiropractors all over the world. So if you're in this group and you need access to somebody that can help you, if you need a little extra help, then I'm here to help you with that as well. Hey guys, Beyond Mobility. Hope you're having a great day, and post your questions and concerns. I love to have your active feedback to help me create more content for you. Have a great day.